Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It has been a minute since I have said that, and to be honest, it's been a while since I've recorded anything for RuneScape, and yeah, I'll tell you why. So, where have I been? Well, end of the year gets really busy for me usually. Now, I did have a load of videos ready to record. However, when my hardcore Ironman died, people started spoiling it. People were commenting in all my old YouTube videos saying, "Rip hardcore Ironman." You know, people being who they really are on the internet, which I probably shouldn't go into, but yeah, it was getting ruined quite a lot. People were sharing it in people's communities and stuff like that who hadn't found out about it yet. Obviously, the Hardcore Iron Man Dev Twitter did tweet out about it. I did contact them to ask if they couldn't, but unfortunately, because it's a bot, they didn't see it in time, so it got leaked that way. And like I said, it was getting ruined for a lot of people who don't necessarily watch the Twitch, but do watch the YouTube. With that being said, though, I had a lot of videos ready to go. I had to just edit them all and stuff like that. So I pushed out like 8 videos in like 2 weeks or something, which for me would have been like 8 weeks worth of videos, which would have kept me going over the Christmas period, which I'm really busy at work with. Not only that, though, like at the moment, I work in IT and I have a lot of training courses I'm currently going on. We're currently moving over to Intune and Office 365 and Azure and stuff like that. So if anyone's ever done that or knows anything about it, then you understand there's a lot of stuff you need to learn in order to make sure everything's set up correctly and stuff like that, and using HCIM and Endpoint Manager, you know, it's been a nightmare, but I'm not going to go too much into that because I understand not everyone knows a lot about it, so... but that's what I do for work and stuff. So I was on a training course 2 weeks ago, which took up my entire week, like even the evenings. I'm doing a training course tomorrow, which is a 2-day course, and then I'm on another training course all of next week as well. So I've got a lot of stuff to do at the moment, which means I don't have time to play RuneScape. I am still streaming in the evenings, but I'm only playing RuneScape for about 4 hours a day at the moment. With that as well, like when I'm doing training, no one's actually doing my job. There's 2 of us on my team. We're both on training courses at the moment. We're there for emergencies and stuff, which means when we come back, though, we have a lot of work to catch up on. So work has been manic for me at the moment. Like, not only have we got to get ready for the end of the year stuff, we also have to go through and make sure that all the stuff that's been missed in the weeks whilst we're off, all the upgrades and stuff like that, are all still being done. So it's been a bit of a nightmare, but we're getting towards the end of it now. I don't want to sit here and just whinge about my work and my real life, but that's why you've not had a video. I had to get my old Iron Man or hardcore content out because people knew the hardcore was dead, and I just didn't want it to spoil it for as many people as it did. So if it did get spoiled for you, I am very, very sorry. I tried my hardest to get the videos out as quickly as I could. So with that being said, what happened to the hardcore? There's still a lot of misconception with what actually happened with my hardcore. Now, no, I didn't lose my internet connection. People keep saying, like, why didn't you have a tether and stuff set up? A tether wouldn't have saved my life. If I had no internet, my stream would have dropped, meaning you wouldn't have had a clip of what happened. To those people, I'm going to say is it had nothing to do with my internet. It was a client crash. So I had a third-party plugin in RuneLite, which basically connected to Twitch, and you could see my overlays of what I was wearing, my stats, my bank, things like that. And it was that which caused my client to crash. It had nothing to do with my internet connection. I have a tether set up all the time when I'm doing anything dangerous on my hardcore. So if my net would have dropped, that wouldn't have been a problem. I'd have banged my tether on, would have been fine. So the issue again was the client crash. There was nothing I could do at that moment to save my hardcore's life. I wasn't wearing a Ring of Life. I've been asked that quite a lot as well. I don't wear a Ring of Life when I'm doing dangerous content. Like, if I'm... most times it's not going to save your life anyway. I was wearing a Ring of Suffering, but unfortunately I didn't die. The annoying thing is I've recorded myself doing clips at Bandos where I'm using the detached camera, and I've been stood at Bandos recently on the Iron Man to get clips for new videos that we'll talk about later on, where I've been stood there for a good minute and a half, and I've tanked every hit, and I'm alive, which is really infuriating, because if that would have happened when I disconnected, if I'd have got lucky and had tanked a load of hits, I'd have still been alive now. But unfortunately, the client crashed, and I did not tank any hits. Bandos ran a train on me, I'm assuming. I couldn't see anything, so... yeah, the hardcore is dead. So what's the plan with the dead hardcore? Well, we're going to continue as an Iron Man. I did say I was going to carry on with the account. This will probably be the account that I max. I'm not playing my main account at the moment, but I'll get into that a little bit later on. But yeah, the plan with the dead hardcore, AreYouGaming, we're going to continue playing it. The account is an amazing account. It's a really good Iron Man, never mind it being a good hardcore. We've done quite a lot of boss on it already. The only bossing I've got left to do now really is TOB and Gauntlet, which I've been doing since the hardcore did die. I have a load of footage for this, so we'll get this out hopefully soon. I've started work on the video already, so I am very, very hopeful that we'll be able to get a video out pretty soon on that. But yeah, we're gonna carry on playing this account. We're gonna AFK it to max it, and I have started a new hardcore. Now, the new hardcore is a high-risk hardcore, and air quotations on that one. My other hardcore was technically a high-risk one. I just never sort of... I suppose I didn't have that many self-imposed restrictions on it, but I did the Wilderness Elite Diaries. I did most bossing content. I did everything on the account. The only things I missed off were Nightmare, because I didn't have a bludgeon yet. I didn't do TLB just because I wasn't confident doing it. However, now I am, because I've done plenty of it since I've died. And the Gauntlet, which I was prepping to do. I was prepping on my main account to have... I was a week away from doing the Corrupted Gauntlet. Oh, it's infuriating. I was so close to hitting my goal. For those that aren't aware, the whole point of my previous hardcore Ironman was to do 10 kills of the Corrupted Gauntlet. That was the end goal of the account. A week before I hit that goal, or attempted that goal, we died to a client crash. So, yeah, it is a shame. It really is, especially after doing the 99 construction grind as well. But anyway, I digress. So, as I said, we are going to continue with that account, though, and it's the account we will probably take to max. With that being said, what's going on with the main account? I haven't played the main account in a couple of months now. Now, I did AFK it to pretty much 99 runecrafting. I'm like 98 runecrafting. And I've also done a little bit of Hunter on there. I do have enough like footage for like half an episode. I may just do an episode on it and just say like this is probably where the account stops, because my Ironman is almost as good as my main account now. And everything on the Ironman is so much more rewarding. I also have more money on my Ironman and better gear than I have on my main. So I just feel like there's no point playing the main account anymore and continuing with that series. I might as well just take over the Ironman. Make it an Ironman main account, I suppose. Like I said, everything's so much more fun. With that as well, we will also have the high-risk hardcore Ironman that we can play on the side. Now, I don't expect the high-risk hardcore Ironman to ever max. I'm assuming we're probably going to die in the wilderness somewhere, or to a boss, maybe to a disconnection or something, and I'm okay with that. The whole point of the high-risk series is for me to have fun and do things on the hardcore that I didn't get to experience on my own account because I wasn't quite ready for it yet. Now I have a really good Ironman account that I can practice everything on, like TLB and stuff like that, and then I can get my high-risk hardcore ready to go in and do that. If I die to something early on the high-risk hardcore Ironman, that's fine. I'm okay with that. We can cross the account off, and then we'll just progress with something else. So with the high risk as well, I haven't made a video on this just yet, but I have been streaming the account over on Twitch. Again, if you do want to follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/HughesRS, 2 U's in Huughes. Link in the description as well down below if you do want to come over. I stream at least 4 days a week, and on Sunday this week, I'm actually doing a 12-hour live stream. So come over, ask me any questions you want. Like, I'm more than happy to answer them. I have also made a plan, so from the start of the account to at least Wintertod, I've got a detailed plan of what we're going to be doing, like what I've done. I'm probably a couple of weeks away from getting to Wintertod at the moment. You'll see why if you come into the streaming and see what we're actually doing at the moment, but if not, I don't want to spoil anything, so we'll just leave it at that. But yeah, the high-risk hardcore Ironman is going to be really fun. It's going to take me a little while to get a first video out, just because I would like to have a couple of videos as a buffer, just in case we're doing something that's dangerous and I don't want to upload a video of me in the wilderness whilst I'm still doing wilderness content, or just something like that. So it's always nice to have a buffer of videos just to make sure I've got content to push out. I'm also going to make some videos on like RuneLite clients and stuff like that. I get a lot of questions about what plugins I use and all that sort of good stuff. So if there is any sort of video you would like to see from me, then please drop a comment down below. I'll read them. I'll see if it's worth doing, and if it is, I'll do a video on it. I'm probably going to make hardcore Ironman boss videos as well, or videos on bosses and guides and stuff like that. People are always asking like if I can make a guide on this and that, and yeah, to be honest, I don't mind doing that. So you might see a lot more guides from me again, and it's something I used to do in the past. I actually used to really enjoy doing guides. I had a barrels guide that hit like 300,000 views, which is amazing. It's like the best video I've ever done on this channel, and it wasn't even that good, to be honest. So we might revisit some of the old guides and stuff that we've done and make them a lot better. I feel like my recording technique and like my video editing and stuff like that is much better than it was 4 years ago or 3 years ago whenever I was making videos originally. So I think that's everything RuneScape related ticked off now. Now into personal things. So another reason why a video hasn't been out for a while is I've changed editing software. So I've gone from Vegas to Premiere Pro, which is a massive difference. Like the way you do things is so different, and for me it's just not intuitive anymore. So it's going to take me a while to learn the new software. I'm going to start looking at courses courses and stuff like that and learning how to edit properly, and I feel like I'll be able to do a lot more stuff in Premiere Pro, and it wouldn't be possible without the support from the Patreons. So the Patreons, your names are on screen right now, you're all freaking legends, and I cannot thank you enough. I may, and this is a big may, have a sponsored video coming out in a couple of days. If the developers agree to it and they say they're happy with it and stuff like that, then we should be releasing it on probably Friday this week. Again, this is a massive if they're happy with it. However, it is a dedicated video, so it's got no RuneScape in it at all. If you're not interested in the video, then just don't click on the video. It's fine. Like, I don't mind at all. And that is all I wanted to cover today. So thank you very much for watching this video. I mean, you can smash a like if you want, but I suppose it doesn't matter too much. This isn't a video that I'm expecting to go out there and make it viral. So if you have any questions or anything like that, like I said, drop a comment down below. I'll be sure to answer them. And I hope you're all doing well. Like, I've missed chatting to you guys. Anyway, take care, and I'll see you all soon.